What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Branded by Wood. My name is Wood Lagute, your WordPress web designer, and today we're pretty much going to be talking about how to install WordPress on your own domain. All right, so your domain name is pretty much the name of your website, where your website lives. And if you remember from the last video we looked at on this playlist, we basically went over how to get your own domain and hosting from Siteground, which is my #1 recommended hosting platform. So if you didn't watch that video, go ahead and watch that really quickly if you still do need to get your own domain and hosting. But if you're all set in that department, then let's jump right into how to install WordPress on your own website's domain. Alright, really quickly, so what WordPress really allows you to do is build your own website using their literally thousands of different themes that they have available to you. Alright, so there's a bunch of themes and a bunch of templates that they have available to you. I will make a video on my #1 recommended themes and templates that you can use to build your own website. But basically what this allows you to do is pretty much build your own website without having any coding knowledge at all, right? So WordPress makes that really simple for anyone when it comes to building their own websites, which is pretty dope. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it, and let me just show you guys how you can install WordPress on your domain and start building your own website as soon as you would like to. All right, so the first thing you would want to do is log into your Siteground dashboard here, right? So in order to start creating your website, there's one place you could go. You could go right here to websites and click on new website. All right, so it's going to present you with 3 different options. All right, if you already bought your own domain, you would just need to click the middle option here, which is existing domain. All right, so once you click on existing domain, it's going to ask you for the domain that you've already bought. If you'd like to select that one, yes, go ahead and select it. All right, if you don't already have a domain name, which again is your mybusiness.com, right? If you don't already have a domain name, you would click right here on new domain, and it will ask you to purchase your own domain. Once you've gone through that process, you will end up literally exactly where we're about to go to after I click on temporary domain. All right, so for the sake of this tutorial, I'm not going to purchase a new domain, and I'm not going to use any of my old domains. What I'm actually going to do is use a temporary domain, which is pretty cool that SiteGround allows you to do that. So I'm going to use a temporary domain here, and I'm going to hit continue. All right, so now once you hit continue, it's going to present you with 2 different options. You can start a new website, or you can migrate a website that you already have. Now, of course, you know, the option we're going to be choosing is to start a new website. All right, so once we click on this, it's going to ask us which application do we want to install on our domain. What we're going to obviously be clicking today is WordPress. Now you also do have the option of clicking on WordPress and WooCommerce. Now WooCommerce is when earlier when I told you guys that WordPress allows you to pretty much customize your website with with customizable templates and themes, and also customizable plugins, both free and paid. The plugins are pretty much apps that you get to install on your website that gives your website different functionalities. All right, WooCommerce is one of those plugins that you would install on your website that gives it certain functionalities. All right, now the functionality that WooCommerce gives you is the ability to open an online store on your website. All right, so if you wanted to create an online store or online shop, or you know, whatever you want to call it, basically having to be able to present products on your website and have people come and purchase them off of your website, you would need a plugin like WooCommerce. All right, so this is where you would click in order to install both of those 2 things at once. But today we're just going to install WordPress. All right, so once you click on WordPress, right here, it's going to ask you to set up a login. It's going to ask you for an email and a password. This login is what you're going to use to log into the back office of your WordPress website. All right, so I'm just going to leave this as default here since this is just a tutorial. I'm going to hit continue, which is what you want to click on next. If you would like to add the SiteGround site scanner to your website, you can go ahead and add that here as well. You can see the price of it right here. I'm not going to add it. If you would like it, that's really up to you. I go into more detail about that in my other video on pretty much explaining how to get your own domain and hosting. So I'm not going to add that, obviously. I'm gonna hit finish right here. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna start creating my website. It's going to start installing WordPress on my domain name. All right, so we're just gonna give that as long as it's gonna take, and we're gonna come back once it's finished. All right, so less than 2 minutes later, we now have our own WordPress website installed on our domain name. Okay, mine is again a test domain name. So let's go ahead and view what our site looks like. As you can see, it presents you with 3 options right here. You can either view it, you can go straight to the admin dashboard, or you can go to site tools, which will allow you to edit different parts of your back end of your website. Excuse me. All right, so let's go ahead and view what our website looks like. All right, so this is a basic site. This is what all brand new, fresh, non-edited, nothing added, nothing deleted WordPress website looks like. Okay, just a blank page, nothing crazy, nothing at all. The beauty of having a WordPress website is you get to edit this to look however you want it to look. You can build any kind of website you want. You can build literally anything. I'm not gonna list anything. I'm not gonna list anything at all. Just know that you can use WordPress to build any type of website that you need. All right, so let's go ahead and click on the second option here, where you get to log in to the back end of your website. Okay, so I'm just gonna click on that. It's going to give you a WordPress kind of like starter kit tutorial. You can go through it. It's really simple step-by-step stuff. So what I'm actually gonna do is we're gonna go through it together. All right, so welcome to your WordPress website. We know that learning WordPress takes time. To give you a jump start, we have prepared a quick customization wizard that will assist you pretty much, right? So if you go through this little tutorial here, it'll show you a bunch of different themes that you can go ahead and get started with. So these are currently just free themes that you get. You can select any of these based on whatever business you are running. So I'm just gonna click on this minimal blog theme right here. And right here, it's going to give you a few plugins. I know you remember me talking about the plugins earlier. A few plugin recommendations, right? So for contact forms, there's a few plugins that are recommended for that, but they are recommending a free one called WP Forms. Okay, we'll do a review on that in a different video, but so this is pretty much where you would click on your most essential plugins for your website before you get started. So if you wanted to make an online store, you would click here on select, and it will automatically install WooCommerce for you. You don't have to do it on your own. All right, so just go through these, see if any of them make sense for your business and your website, and then hit continue. And then here it's just gonna give you some extra recommendations, like for SEO. So if you were to be running a blog or just any website in general, you still need good SEO. You would need to install an SEO plugin for your website. I usually recommend using Rank Math. This is something different, all-in-one SEO. But again, that's their recommended plugin, so why not, right? I'm just gonna hit complete here, and right here what it's basically doing is installing the recommended plugins that you chose, and it's pretty much loading you up into your dashboard. All right, so we're just gonna let that load up, and we're gonna see what the actual dashboard looks like. All right, so now that it's done, pretty much gives you a quick congratulations message, and here you get to click on going to on this go to dashboard option, and it'll take you straight to your website dashboard. All right, so boom, there you go, ta-da, congratulations, you have pretty much successfully installed WordPress on your domain. So now you successfully and completely and fully have a WordPress website, and the only thing you need to do now is design it and make it look exactly how you want and make it suitable for your business, which we'll also be going over on how to do on this channel as well. All right, but in terms of installing WordPress on your website, this is how you do it. So really quickly, I'm just going to click on visit site right here. I'm going to open it in a different tab. As you can see, the theme that we chose to install was installed. So it no longer looks like this, right? Which is what it looked like before we asked it to install some themes and some plugins. It now looks like this, which is pretty dope, right? So that is the power of the different themes that WordPress has available to you for usage, okay? And you can go in and you can edit literally every piece of this theme and make it suitable for your business. There's an about page, there's a news page, which I'm assuming is the blog, yup. And let's just see what the blog posts look like. They look pretty cool to me. This is actually a pretty cool looking theme. It's a nice contact page. You know, if you wanted to build a website, that's how long it would have taken. I mean, we've been in this video for about 10 minutes now. So 10 minutes, you got yourself a website up and running. All right. Obviously, there's some editing that needs to be done to make it suitable for you. Okay. So you now know how to install your own WordPress. You now know how to install WordPress on your own website, and you know how to log into it. Let me just show you exactly how you would log in to your WordPress dashboard without having to go through SiteGround. So your domain name, which is your, give me 1 second, let me just log out. Let's log out, let's X all of this stuff out. All right, so your domain name, right, which is your website.com, right, looks like this now, right? Because that's the theme that we just installed without the edits. That's what it looks like, right? In order to go to your dashboard, you would have to go to your domain name, which is your mybusiness.com/wp-admin. All right, that is literally the link for your website's login. Sorry for that weird pause. Anyways, that's the link for your website's login. Just replace, of course, the domain name that's before this dash right here with your domain name. All right, so yourdomain.com/wp-admin will take you to this login page where you will be able to log in. Of course, it's going to tell me my password is wrong and I don't remember it right now. We're not even going to do that, but it's going to basically take you back to the dashboard where we just left off. All right, so for the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to leave that right there. Now you know how to install WordPress on your domain. So now you can start building your own websites. And again, there will be tutorials on this channel, and there are tutorials on this channel on how to build your own website on WordPress. All right, so now that we're done here, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you think that you would come back and, you know, watch some more of my videos, which you will. I know you will, because we're cool. We're cool. We're like, you know what I mean? We're like, you know what I mean? We're like that. So yeah, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, do all that extra YouTube-y stuff that I'm supposed to say, but you know, it does help out. So go ahead and do that, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, so peace.